If you've ever lost a dog, you know it hurts. It hurts so much that sometimes it can even lead to regret. Regret over the things that you should have done, but didn't do. The places you should have gone but didn't go. And the cuddles you should have given, but didn't give. More than anything, we want our dogs to live as long as possible. We make sure they eat the best food, get the best toys, and go to the vet regularly. But no matter what we do, our time with them is limited. And when their time is up, they let us know by showing signs of aging. The once playful puppy has now become slow and frail. Their eyes cloudy with cataracts. Their fur matted and unkempt. They sleep more and move less. And when they do get up, they need help getting around. When this happens, many of us feel helpless. We don't want our dogs to be in pain, but we also don't want to let go. That was the case for a senior dog named Billie Eilish. When she was still young, she was full of energy. She loved going on walks with her owner and playing fetch in the yard. But now she was old and tired, and all she wanted to do was nap. Her owner, an elderly woman named Margaret, knew that it was only a matter of time before Billie died. She had already lost her husband, John, and the thought of losing Billie too was heartbreaking. But she knew that it was inevitable, so instead of focusing on the sad reality, she decided to focus on giving Billie the best final days of her life. She took her to the vet for one last grooming session. The vet knew what Margaret was doing and was happy to help. He gave Billie Eilish the royal treatment, brushing her fur until it was clean and fluffy. Then he gave her a bath with warm water and a gentle shampoo. All the while, Margaret sat by Billie's side, stroking her head and whispering kind words. She couldn't stop crying, but as she looked into her dog's eyes, she saw something that made her heart melt. In that moment, the pain of losing her dog was replaced by the joy of knowing that she had given him the best years of his life. She had taken him on countless adventures and created lasting memories that would never fade away. And now, in his final moments, she was giving him the one thing he had always cherished the most, her love. After the bath, Margaret took Billie for a walk in the park. She didn't want the dog to be cooped up inside the house for his final days, so she made sure he got plenty of exercise. They walked slowly, taking in the sights and sounds of the park. Billie Eilish sniffed at the flowers and wagged her tail at the other dogs. She was happy to be outside and even happier to be with her owner. When they got home, Margaret gave Billie a big hug and a kiss goodbye. Then she went to the kitchen to make him his favorite meal. She cooked chicken and rice and mixed in some of his old dog food. She knew that he wasn't eating much these days, but she wanted to make sure he ate something. As she watched him eat, she remembered all the times he had eaten from her hand when he was a puppy. She smiled through her tears and continued to feed him until he finished his bowl. After that, she took him back out into the yard and they played fetch until sunset. When they finally came back inside, Billie Eilish was exhausted. She lay down on her bed and closed her eyes. Margaret stayed with her all night, stroking her fur and singing her favorite songs. At around 4 a.m., Billie Eilish's breathing became shallow and her heart rate slowed down. Margaret knew that it was time to let go. She hugged her dog one last time and whispered how much she loved him. Then she closed his eyes and kissed his head. Within a few minutes, Billie Eilish was gone. Margaret cried out in pain, but she knew that she had given her dog the best final days of his life. What are your thoughts? Please share your story with us in the comments below. We appreciate hearing about all the amazing dogs who've touched our lives. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit the like button and subscribe for more updates.